Welcome back to part 7 of New Super Mario Bros. DS for the Nintendo Switch. No, I was kidding. And we are on the Sky World. This is World 7, the one that you have to go out of your way to find. And funnily enough, it's shorter. Oh, for fuck's sake. I just went over it, like on the world map, and it doesn't have, too many castles. Like, it only has the regular 2. I just missed another one of those collectibles. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Well, you know what? Of course we're gonna go all the way back to the hub world because that is the optimal way of restarting a level. And fuck it, I'm gonna stubbornly try and keep getting that one because it's just that one, you know? It's not like, I don't know, I feel like when I see something like that, I have to take the opportunity to get it. Even though, again, I have so many fucking star coins, it's not even, there's no point in doing it, but screw it. I want to see if it's even possible. It's gotta be possible, right? Because, I see. There's a bottom one, so I just gotta figure out how to get to that bottom one, I guess. How's that gonna work? I guess you just kind of drop... Oh, no, wait. It becomes the bottom one. Wow, that was so deceptively simple, and then you just jump off. That was the whole challenge. Wow. Way to make it seem way more complicated than it really has to be. Come on. I guess if you're small Mario, you can't, like, do consecutive stomps on that. It's just gonna be, you know, it's just gonna be the one. Yeah, so what else about this stage? What else is going on? I don't know. I just realized something. When you record like more than one episode in one sitting, because nothing has changed about you as a person in between, you kind of... Can I go back down there? Let's find out. There's got to be something there. You kind of run out of things to talk about because it's like, well, there's not much new apart from... Okay, yeah, there's definitely something over there. So we're going to have to be very careful with our timing here. Like this, jump, and... Okay, you can totally make that. You can just about make it if you're fast enough and if you launch yourself at the right distance. Or right height, I mean. So I'm just going to try one more time. I guarantee you can do this. I mean, of course you can do this. Why else would they put it in the fucking game if you can't do it? There you go. I love how that pipe was blatantly not connected to anything. Because fun. I never really understood the point of those invisible coins. It's like... Well, why? They just will be covered up by normal ones. Like, it's just an extra step, you know? Just a more inconvenient to get coin. That's literally all there is to it. It does have a nice looking pattern to it, I guess. I'm a sucker for those, like, you know, marching ants type pattern, like the fucking Sony Vegas, what was it? Photoshop lasso thing, when you're selecting something and, like, then it becomes, you know, at least that's what we call it here. It's like we call them the marching ants. I don't know why. What'll happen when I hit this? An extra life. Wow, I totally needed another extra life. You know, because I don't have a way of just constantly resetting with no consequence, because that's just more fun that way. Anyway. Red coins. Bop, bop. That's the best thing. Just color palettes. Just take a thing and make it a different color. And you know, that actually works really well because it makes it seem like legit. Like, for example, yeah, there you go, he despawns eventually. Like, a lot of fan games will just do that. Just take a thing that's already in... Take a thing that's, like, already in the game, and it's designed and programmed and everything, just changes color, and bada boom, it feels official because actual games do it too, and you haven't had to worry about your new model looking official because it's just a palette swap. So it doesn't exactly take the most skill in the world to just change a color rather than designing and animating and modeling a whole brand new character, and typically you'd model them before you animate them. But regardless...
So nice! Here I go.
Why did they have to put a freaking ghost house level right here? These are always the most frustrating to get all the coins on because they're genuinely puzzling, which is like the whole point. And what the fuck am I doing now? Hold on. I'm guessing one of these has the... Yeah, of course. One of these has the switch. So you hit the switch, and then it... Oh, dick move, guys. So now it's like, okay, what do I do? Well... cool. I got one of the star coins. Is that a fake out star coin? No, it's the real one. Okay, cool. Let's try this one. Open door, closed door, Resident Evil transition. Guys, look, it's the scrupulous finger. You cannot ignore me forever, Mario. It's, you know, basically, it turns out there actually is an enemy. Wait a second. There must be a reason why they're pointing that way, isn't there? Right? They must be pointing there because there's, like, something for me to, like, an invisible no. What's the point? Do they damage me? No. What it... Oh, I see. They're drawing my attention to... I think you can stand on the... I swear to God, I was standing on something. No, they're pointing at the... That's real clever. Yes, they were in fact pointing at an invisible block. That was smart. That was really cool, actually. It kind of makes me annoyed that, you know, I can associate them with a, you know, one of those made-up, like, fake Mandela effect enemies. You take a game that people... that came out a long time ago, so there's a good chance that people haven't played it in that long, and you add in something that's like... that looks like it could belong, at least like you know, design it in a way that looks like it adheres to the limitations of the graphics engine, and then you make people think that it's, wow, this is literally from Sonic Mania. I mean, this was way before Sonic Mania, 11 years prior, but, you know, it's a similar concept. Actually, no, this is from Yoshi's Island, come and think of it. Oh, fuck, now I'm gonna have to somehow do this without getting myself killed. Well, actually, it's pretty simple. Just do it while ground pounding, while looking in his direction, so that, like, he doesn't want to come towards you. Simple as that. Now, hopefully, me being teeny Mario won't be too much of an issue. I think I haven't explored this one, so we're just going to go through this door. I thought you could... Oh, yeah, there's the scrupulous fingers again. There you go. We're standing on a thing, and we hit the block, and now I'm going to have to... Fuck. Now I'm going to have to go like this, and what does that do? It activates a bunch of shit. I'm going to assume the top part is the top one's the real one, because the more difficult one is always the one that you should go for, as it typically goes. And now I'm assuming I shouldn't collect any of these coins, so I can then, there you go, traverse throughout here, avoid those ghosts. And, well, that's it. I mean, is this the end? Oh, I know what that is. Yeah, I recognize such a design trope. You know, what if we go this way? Because, like, typically it's like you always go to the right. What if I go to the left? There's a door, and imagine if I get all the Come on, nope, we're not dealing with that shit. I was gonna say, imagine if I get all the star coins on my first run. That would be funny, because it's not typical for that to happen. But in this case, just gonna make sure we get all the way on top. There you go, perfect timing. Or, by perfect, I mean, okay, well, I mean, at least I stand corrected, as in, you know, always be negative, so that you're either right, or you're pleasantly surprised. That's actually not a good mentality, to be honest, but either way, we're done with that stage.
That's so nice. Here I go.
You know, the music's really nice on the hub world here. I kind of want to try and learn it. Sounds kind of weird. But like the kind of weird that makes me a little bit nervous. They're like, oh fuck, what if I open it up and whoa, that's a lot of Koopas. Why so many Koopas? Jesus, ooh, this is such a weird gimmick. I mean, okay, it's not like a totally unique gimmick, but, you know, this game has so many cool things about it that haven't been repeated, or have been repeated, but not in the same way that makes this game still feel unique. Like, I really do love New Super Mario Bros. DS. I'm gonna have so many positive things to say when I get to my closing thoughts section. You know how I always do in my playthroughs, because I still want to include some element of a scripted, you know, final thoughts on something type section, so I just do that, you know? As in, I'll actually write down exactly what I want to say and just overdub it, because at that point I might as well, because I'm not playing the game in the credits. You don't play the credits. Well, some games do actually let you quote-unquote play the credits, including New Super Mario Bros. Wii, but in this case, it's like, no, I'm just going to record them normally. I'll shut the fuck up, you know, mute my microphone completely, and then just, like, record the, you know, the closing thoughts scripted. Right, with multiple takes, as I always do, and all those things. So it's as if you're watching one of my other videos from, well, now it's going to be quite some time ago, because, you know what's interesting, though? Because I will now be posting a lot more often, just by nature of the fact that I'm making more of these, it's going to feel like longer ago. You never noticed that? Like, when a YouTuber typically posts, let's say, once a month doesn't feel like that long of a period of time. Whereas when you post every day, it's like now, knowing that at this point in time I will have posted consistently every single day for like 2 months or so, that'll feel like a really long time, you know? Or at least I imagine if you're watching these consistently, you'll feel like it's a long time. I mean, I feel like I've been doing this for a long time, when in reality, well, I haven't. Actually, I've been only recording for a few weeks, because again, each one of these, I can do multiple episodes in one day. Oh, hold on. Am I gonna have to fucking use Pac-Man physics? Yep, I knew it. Pac-Man physics. And oh, good, good. I just got it right off the bat without even having to go ahead and pick it up myself. That's nice. So yeah. Even though as of late I've only been recording like 1 or 2 parts. In fact, this is the first time I've recorded 2 parts in one session in a couple days, because it's not even that tiring. It's just that I'm generally exhausted by things in the world, and so it's like sitting down and playing a video game like this for too long. It's just kind of like I enjoy it. I really enjoy this game, but you know, what the fuck was that sound? That was like a dad noise. Did you hear that? That sounded, oh god, you could like edit that out of context, makes it whatever. What was I talking about? Yeah, so it takes a lot of stamina. I am so impressed by people. Like, I've been binge watching Max of a Few Trades' Let's Play of Donkey Kong 64. God, that trooper, he went ahead and fucking did everything. Poor guy, because that game was a fucking nightmare to do like that. But and he records like 2.5 hours every time, and it's just like, I mean, he gets a lot of content out of it, but god damn, man, the stamina, and he never shuts the fuck up, you know, he just keeps talking, right? With a lot of energy and a lot of presence. It really sucks that his channel never really took off necessarily. Like, he still does it, but I doubt it's for a living. I'm sure he has like some kind of side job, you know, like that sounds weird. I mean, just an actual job plus YouTube, you know, whatever little he might make off YouTube, because, you know, with those kind of view counts, and, you know, not to sound condescending, I mean, I wouldn't really be punching down, because, I mean, have you seen these view counts? Jesus. I'm assuming. I haven't uploaded a single one of these videos. But the idea is that, like, you know, you can tell that this is not his living, but he still does it so consistently and so well, too. You know, he's not my favorite commentary. He doesn't have my favorite commentary style, necessarily. But, at this, you know, I still respect what he does a lot, and it's just, there's this purity to the fact that he'll just do whatever kind of game. He'll do a more recent game, an older game, and I really want to get to that fucking thing. Is this just infinite? What the fuck? Does this caterpillar just go on forever? I'm sure it doesn't, but it sure as hell feels like it. Okay, that was number 1, so that's good. I haven't missed anything. Come on, just grab as much stuff as we can, and don't tell me that's where I gotta... No, that's where the Goombas are coming out. Not to say that the game hasn't had exceptions to that, where you would occasionally have to jump into a pipe that is clearly occupied by something, but, you know, fuck it. That's just how it's gonna work. Well, that's one difference between me and him, my language. He is one of those, like, cleaner language type tubers, which is also makes it even more surprising that he never really took off, because generally, you know, swearing, that's not a good way to get into YouTube's good books. And some people can still do it and get away with it, but, you know, but yeah, generally you'll see people like Zach Scott Games and they're like squeaky clean, you know? Well, actually, I haven't dug like deep enough into their back catalog. Maybe he has some darker videos or whatever, you know? It's like top 5 Minecraft YouTubers who have sworn. Oh, that's so fucking funny to me. It's like, oh, we're people, man. Come on. It's just more so like YouTubers before they finalize their character, because this is a character that we cultivate when we do Let's Plays, you know? Nerdcube was he put it very well in his, I think he did a live stream. Well, it wasn't really a stream, but he did take like live questions during a playthrough. Well, that wasn't a playthrough, it was like this road trip thing for the game Fuel. And he put it very well, honestly, that like, that's not him in his videos, if that makes sense. That's like a character, so in his own words, so he can just go away in front of the game and walk away and be like someone else, you know? And that, yeah, I totally get that, because it's like there's a very clear barrier between like who you really are, quote unquote, and like the YouTuber entertainer persona. Now, in my case, I don't try and put on too much of a character, because it just feels kind of cringy. Some people can do it really well. Some people can genuinely pull off a complete caricature. They're like actors. I don't really think I have it in me to do that, or at least I'm not interested in trying to do it. You know, I just feel like kind of just recording and saying the things I want to say, and not necessarily skewing my own words, if that makes sense, or trying to sound... I mean, I don't know, but massive props to the people who can do it really well, though. Absolutely, because it can't be easy. You know, it's especially to keep it up while playing a game, especially if it's like a frustrating game for a long time. I mean, yeah, damn, like massive kudos to those people. I just don't particularly find that to be the most entertaining form of Let's Play. And I'm not saying that my own, the one that I make, is the most entertaining form. Absolutely not. It really depends on what kind of mood I'm in. You know, like a more information heavy one, more ramble heavy one, more comedy heavy one. It's interesting how it's like this stupid niche form of entertainment. Well, according as far as the sponsor people are concerned, it isn't stupid and niche whatsoever. Actually, it's very much good for them. But what I mean is like this, you know, thing that people just do or would just play games. It can be broken down into so many different categories and subgenres and types. You know, like you got so many different kinds of creators in this field that have their own approach, but they can all be categorized in a certain kind of way, and it's really fun seeing those kind of things, you know, and trying to see where you fit into all of this. You know, like mine, I guess my playthroughs are definitely more on the any percent side and the just kind of rambling about stuff. Not so much the detailed walkthrough, you know, showing off. Oh, no, I try to show off as much of the game as I can without necessarily getting everything. I mean, like, look, I haven't collected all the star coins. That's because I don't really need them at this point to show everything else. I have enough to buy, I guess, to access every other extra stage, you know? You're going to see every possible level this game has to offer, because that's what I find value in. But I'm not necessarily going to get every single star coin because I just don't need to anymore, you know? I mean, okay, I'm going to get this one because it's so easy. It's just you step on the thing and you jump once and then you jump twice and you have a reflex and then bada boom, bada bing, you know? There you go, done. And you just got to jump on some more things and then you're done with it. There you go, it's so easy, you know? So if I see one like that, I'm not just going to fucking ignore it because, oh, my principle, my agenda. It's like, no. If it's that easy, I'm just going to go ahead and grab it, you know? But if it's something that requires me to fucking look it up and then backtrack and then, like, okay, this one, for example. No, actually, that seems pretty doable. Yeah, easy. Look, grab it and then kind of go down like this and go back around. There you go. Simple as... Wow, I got them all. That's amazing. I really wasn't expecting that. What level are we? Oh, okay, we're on the Midway Castle. We're going to take him out again. This time I got the fire flowers, so I can just kind of go like this. Huh. You can't hide forever, dick face. There you go. Bada boom, done. And yes, that is in fact so nice, Mario. Is that the second time I've said that? Probably. I would have to look back at my footage. Oh, man. Speaking of which, I'm probably going to start deleting a bunch of footage now because it's like, I don't really need it anymore. And I don't feel like buying another hard drive because it's like, why? It's on YouTube now. I mean, I hope YouTube doesn't just go down one day. I mean, knock on wood. What is up with that knock on wood expression? That, you know, because it's wood, right? And it's a very, like, I always thought it was kind of an Eastern European thing, but no. Like, English, you know, English-speaking people totally see that too. I've heard a lot of people say that. I'm just like, huh, interesting. I wonder where that comes from. Is it some notion from the old times when, like the devil has ears made of wood? Or, like, wood is the devil's helper? I don't fucking know. I know that, like, way back in the day, before, you know, any one of us existed, there used to be this belief that musical instruments were basically the spawn of Satan. I'm not even fucking kidding. That is a real thing in the medieval ages, right? Because I had to teach that in school. So it's like... yeah, apparently they weren't allowed to use instruments in church because they were evil. And so it makes me wonder, well, most instruments are made of wood, so is, like, wood some kind of satanic material according to some religion? I don't know, I do find that kind of interesting. Maybe I should, like, look into that, like, the religious significance of wood. That sounds weird, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if there genuinely is some, like, incredible amount of lore to this shit. Real world lore, believe it or not. Wow, it's almost like that's like the whole point of the word. Okay, what am I doing right now, actually? Like, where am I supposed to go? I mean, like, a video game dictates that I go to the right, but clearly that's not exactly where I have to go. But maybe that... Oh, for fuck's sake, Mario, stop doing the freaking rocket from Sonic Colors. Oh, kind of. And that one, you can skydive afterwards, but still. Okay, we can't go up there. We're just gonna have to just keep weeheeing like that. Go all the way up, step on this, and then do it again. There you go. Good thing there's no, like, real wind-up. You just kind of instantly take off. Now, I see those coins, right? They're guiding me, but it's like, okay, why do I feel like maybe I'm not supposed to follow the coins? But at the same time, what else do I do? I mean, I guess I can go here and then follow this path of coins and, I see. So now I'm going to have to go all the way back, Oh boy, good thing the camera zooms out at least a little bit, and it zooms back in, which looks really cool, actually. You can really tell this game's fundamentally running in a... Well, I guess it's doing the Shovel Knight thing, where it's like actually 3D, but it doesn't look 3D, but except Mario is 3D and some of the assets as well. What's this? It's a... Oh, cool, I can just climb this. Screw you, propeller thingy. Unless it stops eventually. Does it stop, or... I've got all the freaking star coins. Again, I accidentally collected them all. How does that even happen? That pipe probably has something to do with something, but I completely ignored it, and I didn't even need it to get all the star coins, so that's cool.
It's so nice. Here I go.
Okay, I've just come up on something very peculiar. The fact that this level doesn't actually require me to... Well, the next level, I mean, it doesn't require me to purchase, access to it. I'm just gonna have to find a secret exit. Oh no, that means I'm actually gonna have to put in some effort here. Dang it. Whatever, it's fine. It couldn't possibly be that difficult. It actually could possibly be that difficult. No, I doubt it. Come on. Break through that shit, and then wait a little bit, and get hit by that fucking bomb. Doesn't matter, because we can still do this. Actually, that's probably why the bombs are here, so I can use them even if I'm Tiny Mario, so I can break things, because that's like what they're used for. Ow, explosion radius. Oh, dick. Look at that. I know exactly what I have to do there, and I can't do it because I don't have the Mini Mario. I'm already halfway done with the level, which means either that's the alternate exit. Wait until the cannon shoots, or maybe not. So that's either the alternate exit, or that's one of the star coins. And you know what? I don't care, because the star coins are, in fact, not really relevant right now. But if that's the alternate exit, then I am going to have to go and do something about it, because, I do want to showcase that extra level. I literally said, you guys are going to see every fucking level. So I got to show... That was such a fucking noob move. Jesus Christ. How does that even happen? Using the word noob in, like, a real video game like this, as opposed to some shitty modern, like, online browser game or whatever, like, I don't know why, in my head, like, noob has always been, like, modern game culture, even though it's actually existed for a very long time. Like seriously, you have no idea for how long the phrase noob in gaming has existed. Ridiculously long. Probably longer than I've been alive, And yet, I've always associated it with, like, current things, even though, I don't know, do people call other people noobs anymore? I don't really know what, like, the contemporary way of speaking is, to be honest. I'm a little bit... Oh, fuck. Okay, well, that somehow took him out, but I'm still gonna need a bomb. And they don't just respawn like that. I'm just gonna have to... Oh, fuck. Bonsai Bill, is he gonna... No, they don't actually... Those look really cool, actually. Love the shine on them. I'm guessing that doesn't do anything. Alright, well, I know what we gotta do. We gotta go back to get the alternate exit, because... clearly, I'm not going to be able to show you every single stage. We're going to see right now, right? It's probably going to go like, yeah, it's going to do that. And then I'm assuming what's going to happen is then I'm going to be doing this level, and then it would go just like that. It's probably going to skip this stage, which means I have to find the alternate exit. So I'll look it up and see you guys with the, with this level anyway. But then we'll go back and do another level, alright? See you guys then. That took almost 30 minutes of me trying to figure out how to get to the fucking alternate exit of the last level. I tried doing the bomb thing, and it never fucking worked, because the bombs kept killing each other. So I figured out you can actually go to this thing called a Mega Mushroom House and get a Mega Mushroom. And so, I got the Mega Mushroom. And then I finally was able to do it. I wasted so much fucking time just to showcase not this level, but the one I'm gonna show after this one. Holy shit. It's moments like these that make me regret being alive. Oh, fuck off. Now, okay, screw it. We're doing this one. Cool. We're doing yeah, awesome. Whoa, it's the, Bowser Minion... No, not Bowser's Minions. Fucking hell, Exo. It was, What was that stage? What was that level in a single video game called? What was that? My favorite Mario level. About Donkey Kong versus Mario. Mario versus Donkey Kong. That's the best level in Sonic Adventure Free. Man, right up there with the Undertale alternate ending, where you actually play as Samus, who was secretly, James Pond, you know, the Amiga character, the Sega Genesis character, he looks like an Amiga character. Every fucking character on the Amiga has the same art style, so I assume it's Amiga. It's actually Genesis, I'm pretty sure, but whatever. Yeah, anyway, so this is the level. This is the level that I spent so long trying to get to. It's a rehash of the pipe level from fucking Mario Free. I have so many regrets. Most of which are right here. Oh my god. This is what I spent most of my night doing. What the fuck? Why would you go there, Mario? You communist bastard. You fucking Hitler dickhead. Well, that's a Nazi, but whatever. Oh my god. You Osama bin Laden motherfucker. Like, seriously. Holy shit. I am so actually upset right now that I spent so long just for this piece of shit level. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. I actually cannot fucking believe it. Why am I... Okay, I'm guessing that's gonna shoot me, right? It's gonna zoom the camera, I was gonna shoot... Whee! Whoa, that's great. Oh my god, I have no enthusiasm left for this shit right now. Like, I'm actually dead. Like, I'm dead inside. How could this be... Oh, fuck off. And now I have to do all that platforming all over... Fuck you. And now I have to do all this shit all over again. Oh, fuck. I'm just gonna keep bitching the whole time, because that's how I feel. I feel like bitching now. I'm so upset. This is bullshit. This is actually garbage. I fucking hate this game. Okay, I love this game. I like this game a lot. I'm just currently in a really bad mood, because I spent so long trying to fucking unlock this level. And it's like, I was doing it the wrong way. I don't even know if it technically is possible, because I saw someone on YouTube do it, but as we all know about anything you see on YouTube, that means it's not possible, you know? You were supposed to do it this way to begin with. The, you know, the way of where you, like, you get the fucking mushroom, and then you can go through, and that's like, oh god, I'm so angry that I don't even know if I'm sitting in the correct place for my microphone. Is this it? Or is this it? You probably won't be able to tell, but basically the whole time my head is tilted slightly upward to make sure that my lips are right up against the... Fuck that, I'm not getting that. Oh, eat a dick, you fucking chain chomp piece of shit. That's not a chain chomp, that's a Bronchosaurus. What do you call that thing? It's a piranha plant. Yeah, there you go. Because they look just like real piranhas in the real world of Super Mario 2, Yoshi's Island. What the fuck? It's like, no. Damn it, I'm so upset right now. This is bullshit. Fuck. And it's like one of those fucking maze levels designed by actual neo-terrorists. Like, well, neo-terrorists. Terrorism's like, still kind of, you know, neo-Nazi, sure, but like, you know what I mean? It's still a thing that happens, unfortunately. But you get the idea. It's like, this is fucking awful. Like, guys, whoever at Nintendo, I thought that Japanese people are pretty inherently, let's just say selective. So, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, how did the fuck did a terrorist slip through the development team? Just like some absolute, you know, bomb strapped to him piece of shit to make this level. Because that's what this is. This is the makings of a guy who would shout his praises to his god Allah, you know what I mean? To fucking right before going boom. Because this level makes me want to die. It's not even like it's that bad of a level, it's just that I'm in a bad mood, so I think it's a bad level, just inherently due to what I have to go through to fucking speed it up. I don't give a shit. Jesus Christ. Alright, fuck that. We're going over here now. Let's do a okay level, I think. That one, yeah, sure. There you go, because I'm playing this on real Nintendo DS hardware, where you can, like, you know, where you can, obviously there's a speed up function, because we all know everyone makes their game systems, like, twice as powerful as what they really are. They just butcher them on purpose so that they can make a more powerful one later that's actually the real power of the old one. it's funny, but like, that's not true. But I wouldn't be surprised if at some point that happens for real. Like, they genuinely just put out, like, I mean, this has been happening with PCs the whole time, like most lower-end versions of a particular graphics card is just an underclocked or, like, just intentionally butchered version of a better graphics card, which, if you know your way around certain settings, you can actually restore some of that goodness. Some of it. Not all of it, obviously, because some of it's, like, straight-up hardware-based, but, like, I think there's some, like, NVIDIA GPUs that are like, oh, it's like this one, but it's just underclocked, so you can go ahead and reclock it or some shit, and they, like, I don't know, go watch Phil's Computer Lab. That guy's really good. He's like random gaming in HD, but not British, and LGR, but not American, you know what I mean? I used to think he was German for the longest time. Turns out he lives in Australia, but, like, I don't know, that doesn't mean he can't be German, though. Because, like, when he says Return to Castle Wolfenstein, it's, like, just perfect German, Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Like, the way he says it, it's great. It's so entertaining. And I love the way he says anti-aliasing, like, anti-ally-icing. It's great. Seriously, though, I love his channel. It's so oddly specific. Oddly specific. I hate that because that's such a Gen Z term, but, like, it's true. It is a very specific kind of content where it's like, let's try out this graphics card from this exact year, testing it on these exact games, and it's like, with these settings, this driver, this fucking version of DirectX and all these things, and it's like, wow. Holy shit, you read my mind. I've always wanted to see the NVIDIA 48 whatever for something GTX Riva something get used to play Half-Life 8 on the Nintendo Ultra 22, because that's the best Nintendo DS Lite system. What the fuck even was a Nintendo DS Lite? Was it just like a smaller Nintendo DS? I don't know. Oh, it doesn't matter. Speed this up too. I have no patience. I just want this shit to be... What the fuck? Oh, no. No. Now the fuckers want me to get an alternate exit in the cancer level. Upon inspecting the World Wide Web, actually there is no alternate exit in the cancer level. The alternate exit is in this one. So now I have to find it. Okay, I found the secret exit. It wasn't actually very hard. I say that because I looked it up, and I have no issue with that because it's like, fuck it. It's like, oh my god, holy shit. Can you tell that at this point my patience for the concept of a video game is done? And this is why I don't record too much in a single session. I don't know how some people do it. To be fair, they're usually playing games that don't... Actually, no. They often will play even worse games than this, like games where you have to think way more. And it's just the worst. How do you make a video game where you have to think? I never understood that, because video games are supposed to be entertainment, so, like, you don't think. And, like, when I have to use my brain in the game, I'm just like, I use my brain too much anyway. It's like all this writing of things and editing of things and mixing of things and doing things. When I play a video game, I just want to, like, totally fucking, dumb brain the whole way through. Although I guess it is subjective as to what takes more or less brain power, because some people, something like Dark Souls, well, actually, no, the problem with Dark Souls is not that it's that although I've heard that Dark Souls 2 is kind of cryptic, and by that I mean Nerdcube said it, and, Nerdcube, when he says it, it must be true, because I respect his opinions, even though they're often quite odd, but no, whatever. No, it's because it's something to do with the fact that, like, the game basically hides a lot of it. It doesn't hide the information, but it definitely doesn't do a good job presenting it in a way to make sense. So you have to, like, talk to a certain NPC multiple times to actually get the information you need, and that is kind of fucking stupid, to be honest. Okay, there's not going to be any more alternate exits. It's just the donuts, just a donut block. Step on the fucking blocks. Oh god, I just have to make it through this level and the next castle stage and we're done, and then I get to go to bed because I want to die. This game has broken me. Okay, now, if this is the game that breaks me, I don't want to think about any other game. I still have to make that thumbnail for fucking Jumping Flash, the real thumbnail, seeing as, as I already said, the one that I've already made is not very relevant to the game, I realized. Well, it is relevant, but in the sense that, like, well, here's the thing, right? The collectible that is in Jumping Flash 1 is like the carrots, the robot carrot things, the pods, whatever you want to call them. And what I've done for the thumbnail is something that is in the game, but it's really more so the focus of Jumping Flash 2. So, I guess I'm gonna have to make the new one, as I already said, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna fucking do it after this. I'll take a shower, and then I'll make the thumbnail, okay? I love talking about the real world in a... I don't fucking know. I sometimes have these weird delusions that, like, I'm the only real person, which is totally not true. But I like to think that way sometimes, because a lot of people around me behave like fucking robots, in the sense that, like, they're perfect at everything they do, but they also make, like, really blatant, obvious mistakes, which is exactly how computers are, you know? It's like, they'll execute commands effortlessly, but then sometimes be like I'll be playing Quake Free, and my GPU thinks that it's at 100% utilization, even though the game is using VSync, like it's limited to 60 FPS. I'm just like, excuse me? And I know it's not. It's not doing that because my temperature is at, like, you know, standard. So, like, right now it'd be 45. If it were a little warmer, it'd be a little more. But still, you know what I mean? It's like, it depends. If my GPU were actually at 100%, it'd be at, like, 80 degrees. 90 degrees, you know what I mean? So clearly that's not the case, right? At this point, I don't even pay attention to my GPU utilization. I just pay attention to the temperature, which ultimately is the more important thing either way, but still, it's like, that's the real measure, because a lot of games will use OpenGL and Vulkan and such, and whenever that happens, it's just complete bullshit. It's just like, maybe it's a very specific driver issue that I have, you know, and, like, no other graphics card and driver combination will ever do that. You know, unless you get really unlucky with another GPU or something. Because I know it was just ever since a particular Windows update, and I've updated my drivers since multiple times, and it's gotten a little better. Some games are more accurate, but still kind of off. You know, as far as how much they should really be using my GPU. And why am I so confident? Well, because obviously I know my computer better than anyone else, and I should know exactly how hard it should be working under any given circumstance. What do you mean I don't actually know that? I didn't design it. Well, that's true, but it doesn't matter. I own it now. I paid for it. Therefore, I know everything about it. And by I know everything about it, I mean, like, I know that I can turn it on by hitting the button on the front, there's this, like, black brick that sticks out of it, which makes the internet happen, except when the internet doesn't happen. And there's also all these black long noodles coming out the back, which I think that makes it so the monitor can show me Mario jumping around. Otherwise, it only shows me Sonic jumping around, which makes me very happy, because I am I'm in such a bad mood. Holy shit. I'm so glad this is the final level. You have no idea. No idea. Like, really, at this point, all commentary has gone out the fucking window. Gameplay, look at how fun this is. I mean, this is fun. I think, I'm actually just, like, waiting for it to end, to be perfectly honest. That's, like, my catchphrase at this point. That's my I digress. That's just, to be perfectly honest. Because, I really hate, audio engineers, you know? I want them to suffer through my plosives every time I say it, you know? Even though I'm the one who has to mix this. And I don't really... I just kind of leave the same fucking compression ratio on every time. I've slightly tweaked the EQ. I don't know if you've noticed over the past few Let's Plays, but it's, like, super subtle. It's only something that kind of bothers me, because there's always, like, these dirty frequencies, you know what I mean? Those parts of the sound that just make it sound like ass. And I notice it with other people's videos too, but with other people it's excusable because it's other people and they can get away with it because they're them. But I'm me, and I have to actually be, like, way better at this than I'm supposed to be, so that I can be reasonably upset when I'm under-successful, you know, because that's my philosophy in life. You're going to fail, but at least put a lot of effort in so that you can be justified in being upset about your failure that was inevitable. You know what I mean? God, it's such a negative way of thinking. But it's true. I'm also very sleep deprived and tired, but I have to complete the stage. Otherwise, I can't, you know, call it as a finished episode. Is this the final fucking door? Oh, no, fuck you. It's just more. There's more to the level. God damn it. Nintendo, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking Hiroshima your ass twice. Oh, there you go. It's here. Pretty sure some of the things I've said in this video will put me on a blacklist. Oh, who gives a shit? I would actually have to be, like, on a large scale for it to make a difference, you know, like when a big guy says something, it's, like, rad because it's, you know, people actually hear about it. Anyway, so this is Ninja Lakitu, and it's, like, the only time Ninja Lakitu's ever been cool. I literally do not remember this fight whatsoever. He actually just kind of looks like Cloudman from Mega Man 7. You know, the boss with the really cool music, because every fucking... That's, like, every boss in that game, because every level in that game is really cool music. Come on... Just swoop down so I can do the fucking... No, I'm gonna keep resetting, okay? This is... I don't give a shit. I'm gonna keep resetting the fucking save state until I can... There you go. Got him, and he's dead. He's dead. Okay, cool. Hump his corpse. Alright, great. Get the fucking key and be done. Why does it use the same design? Isn't that the same design as the one from New Super Mario Bros. 64 DS for the Nintendo Wii U? Okay, cool. And we're finally on World 8. We cannot save because fuck real saving. I got my own saving. I still have no idea where the save states actually go. It's not in the battery folder, is it now? Fucking Melon DS developers, DM me. Anyway... fuck, that was awful. I hated every second of that. That was actually really cool, though. I really enjoyed that. Anyway, that was part 7. Catch you guys in part 8 of New Super Mario Bros. DS. See you then.